Right, hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday Night with Hilly. We're here again, 3 nights in a row, what's going on? Here at WAOF1 tonight, and we are not full quali as the title says, apologies for that, but it is short qualifying, sprint race, followed by 50% race. I couldn't think how to word it, I've literally done it like 30 seconds ago, updated the title, so my fault. Right, okay guys, if he's included your audio, you can hear him here. And
Hello.
you've included your audio, yes.
Yes, sir.
So I have asked Mr. Bossman Whale to come and have a chat. Well, actually, I asked anybody to come and have a chat, and he kindly volunteered. So thank you for that, Whale.
That one for the chain.
Absolutely, absolutely. So right, okay. First of all, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad.
Good, good.
How are you?
Yeah, all good. Thank you. All the better for talking to you, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Um, right. Okay. Right. The one thing I want to know from all the drivers, okay, is
Oh, no.
when did you get into sim racing? Was Formula One the first experience, and what was your first Formula One game?
First Formula One game was. Oh, blimey. It was on the Wii. 2009, I believe.
That's me.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we got
Um,
drivers who weren't even born then.
probably. Yeah, I remember playing that when I was like.
Yeah.
I would have been 9. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Little 9-year-old
Yeah.
well playing
And then
Formula One.
then
Probably
I
better than you are now.
wasn't allowed an
Yeah.
Xbox for a few years. And then 2013, I want to say, got an Xbox. I was loving life. And then bought the F1 game. And then I bought every single one up to then. Really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you actually get into Formula One itself, the actual sport?
Oh, wow. Probably when I was 6, 7. So,
Nice. So,
2007.
yeah, and who was champion that
2008.
year?
Kimi Raikkonen.
Kimi Raikkonen, what a legend, the
Get
Iceman
it.
himself. Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Excellent. So that's the F1 stuff out of the way. So what
That
I've
was easy.
done, okay, I've grabbed
Oh,
one of my
no.
bowls and
No.
I've written some topics out that we can have a
God.
quick chat about. So I'm going to pick a topic, and they're pretty random, ranging from like the English Civil War to Pokemon. So
It's not
uh,
that. I don't know anything about either of those.
no, nor me. So let's open
Oh,
something
no.
else. So I'm just having a little stir in me pot and mixing me bowls about. Right. So what have we got? Oh, okay. Not a good one for me. It might be for you though. It's
Oh, no.
Transformers.
No.
Transformers.
No
The
idea.
first topic. So we're gonna have a quick chat about Transformers. So I'm gonna ask you the obvious
Wow.
question: which Transformer is your favourite Transformer?
I haven't got a clue.
Come
Um,
on,
Transformers.
you must have
Wow.
watched the film.
No,
Films. Well, watch them. For goodness sake, watch them.
I'm struggling to name any, to be honest. Um,
Shall I tell you
B?
mine?
Is it
Yeah,
B?
B. Bumblebee. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Bumblebee's the yellow one.
Yeah,
So yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
cool. Yeah, he's my second favourite after Optimus Prime.
Optimus.
So
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the boss of the Autobots. So if you were a Transformer, okay, which car would you transform into? Or which
Car.
vehicle actually? It don't have to be a car. It could be any vehicle.
Fucking tank. A
A
tank for me.
tank.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one that turns into a tank. I can't remember his name though. But he's like a old he's like an old sort of war veteran.
Oh dear.
That all he wants to do is die in the heat of battle because that's the
Yep.
only sort of
That's
thing he
about right.
wants to do. So
Perfect.
yeah. So
Oh,
would you
dear.
be an Autobot or a Decepticon?
I don't know what that means. Gonna be
Autobots are the
honest.
goodies, Decepticons are the baddies.
It's got to be good.
You'd be a goodie,
Whatever,
would you?
whatever the
So you'd
good
be
one
an
was.
Autobots. So
Yeah, one of them.
not Octopus Prime, all right? It's Optimus, not Octopus
Optimus.
Prime.
Oh dear.
You were so about to say Optimus Prime then.
I was.
Uh,
I was.
he's a little bit Optimus, but he's got legs or rape. um,
Oh dear.
oh,
Well, that went well.
okay. I know nothing else about Transformers, so I really can't ask you anything else about it.
Uh,
But
excellent.
do watch the films because the films are superb. So watch from the first film and watch through.
I will.
Because
I will.
when they came out, they were completely different to anything else that had ever been done. So yeah, well worth watching. Well worth watching. And there you go. And then you'll be able to hold a conversation about it as well.
Yeah, all right.
Right, back to the racing then. So
Oh dear.
what can we expect from you at Zandvoort tonight?
Don't expect anything. I
You've
mean, I
got
got pole last week, but
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Carty's
you've
there,
been good.
so right.
You've been in
Toby's,
good
yeah.
form recently. So
Yeah. It's this new controller. Changed
yeah, it
things.
is. Yeah, so me and Gunnar have done as well. We've gone to the Elite 2 controllers. Cost a bloody arm and a leg, but it does
Yes.
seem all three of us seem to have gained a bit from doing it. So
Yeah, so,
um,
I mean, don't expect too much. It's going to be
no,
very tight in qualifying.
it's a difficult track for controller players, to be fair, isn't it, Zandvoort? It's because it's tight and twisty, and
Yeah.
but your sort of steering inputs have to be quite exact, sort of thing, to get the most out of the car. So it is quite difficult for controller, I think, this one. But
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
But it's going to be interesting with a sprint. I think you've got your short qualifying, so
Yeah,
the
bit
sprint
different.
is going to make it interesting. It's not a great track for overtaking, as Gunnar pointed out
Yeah.
to you earlier on.
Yeah, very kindly mentioned. Yeah, very good of him.
Who chose this track?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy track for overtaking, but as long as you're close coming out the final corner, there's a good chance down into turn one.
Yeah, why not?
So, but I think the short quality is going to be important, to say the least.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, obviously points on offer as well for the sprint race too.
Yeah.
Remind me of the point system for the sprint race.
First to 10th, 10 points down to 1.
Yeah. So 10, 9, 8, 6,
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
That's cool. Okay. So, okay. Right. Last question.
Uh,
Out of all the drivers, who is your
Yeah.
tip? Not tip to win the race or anything like that, but who's your tip to do better or sort of outperform the what their expectations, sort of thing tonight?
I'm gonna say, let's have a look. Go for Mirage. Mirage?
Mirage?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So
Why
Yeah.
not? Go win something if I get it right. Oh,
a kiss.
okay. Come on.
Not necessarily off of me.
Oh,
Right. I'll pick someone. Maybe off of
who's
Mirage.
who's
Get
your
Mirage to give
pick?
you a kiss.
Who's your pick? Come on.
I think somebody's going to have a very good race tonight. I think Oz is going to have a very good race tonight.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I think he'll finish top 10 tonight. So, I think he'll do all right. But we'll see. You never know with Xanafor. It only takes a little touch on your back wheel and you end up running into a wall or something like that. So
You never know with Moses either.
yeah. There we go.
dear.
All right then. Well, I guess
Right,
that's
well.
go. I think it's now 8:02, so we're a bit late actually.
Is it? Oh, blimey.
Yeah. Come on, admins, get your thumbs out your bums, and get the race going. But there you go. All right, then, mate. Well, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
Good luck.
No worries. Thank
Good
you.
luck. I would love to speak to you again at the end. So please
Well, don't get your hopes up.
keep the strong performances up, and I'll
try.
see you then.
Hopefully,
All right.
right. Have
I'll
fun.
let you try and get back into the other chat now.
Rather
They
not,
might
to be
invite
honest.
you back.
Okay.
Stay out of it. If you stay out, you can concentrate better. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'll definitely speak to you at the end. Right.
You would have just invited
Thank
me
you.
to a party. I don't know why he's invited me to a party. I don't want to go. I don't want to join a party. Ridiculous things to do.
Right. Oh dear. Right.
All
Cheerio.
right. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey Josh, thanks for joining, buddy. I haven't done me sharing about yet, of course. So let me just do that while they're all readying up. And have I? No, I did do it, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm lying. I did do it. So there we go. The only thing I've still got to do is get the laptop open so that we can do a prediction for the race. So I'll do a prediction after the sprint, or at least towards the end of the sprint, so that the drivers can have a little look in between sprint and race if they want, when they're taking their break. But, yeah, we'll see. See, I'll try and fit it in somewhere anyway. So, to be honest, I thought it was Tuesday today. It is Tuesday today. Josh, it is Tuesday today. What are you going on about? Right, so yeah, just to sort of clarify how things would go. So it's a short qualifying. Then there's usually sort of about a 3 minutes sort of break in between, roughly. The admins in the chat will tell you the go time for the sprint. Then after the sprint race, there's a 5 minute break between sprint and actual sort of proper race sort of thing. So drivers, be aware of that, please. Make sure you don't ready up. I do see one or two new names tonight, so and I think actually I'd say new names. I mean, Ransdell is pretty new to WAOF1, but he knows what he's doing. He's been around the leagues for plenty of time now. Jeff and Alt, I seem to recognise as well, but I think this might be his debut in WAOF1. I'm not sure. Not sure. Might just be recognising from Discord, to be fair. Right, let's who's first out then. It's Ozers. Ozers is first out on track. Confident, young man. Good to see. I'm just getting the laptop one open now. So just want to stream manager, and there we go. So that's the laptop open as well. Whale for pole says, I've missed these. Why haven't these messages come up on my phone where I've got the stream open? So what? James said whale for pole. Kieran says, how have I got 8k when I bet 8k on yes last night? Mate, I paid it out. If Twitch is messed up, I can't help that. Sorry. You'll have to, I don't know, get a lawyer or something. Get a lawyer involved. Oh, Uzo's given up first on track. Let's go and find who that is. It looks like a Williams. It is a Williams. It's Moomin Rider. And hey Taylor, I hope you're well, buddy. And good to see you on track tonight. Good luck. So on we are with Moomin then, as he comes round. DRS open round the final corner these days. Over the line now. Ready to start the lap. Late braking. See there, around about 50 metres he brakes. Down to third, turn in, open up the steering, get on the power. Go to the left, then moving to the right, maybe a slight lift. Gears down to fifth as you saw. And nicely round the hairpin. Again, all about opening up the steering, get on the power. All the way up the hill now to the fast right-hander. Very different corner in quali and race conditions in terms of what gear you use. Then again, just a lift to go into the right-hander there. And again, late braking, late turning, because you want to open up the steering on the exit with a little bit of straightness between the right and left. Then the chicane, like the one before, open up the steering, get on the power. DRS open, we head down now to the right. But an odd chicane in a way, right into what is effectively a hairpin. Not really anything else like that on the calendar. Then a quite difficult penultimate corner, very easy to catch the curve on the inside, which will likely spin you. Then DRS open through the flat out right-hander, takes you to the line, and movement gets us underway with a very nice 109.3. It's not going to take pole position, guys, but it's a very good starter lap. Here comes Toby to spoil it, 108.6. And Toby, Ozers managed 109.4, 108.4. 0-0 from car seat. Here is Mamo, 108.6. 7-6-3. Go to Wales tip for a good race tonight. Mirage. A few more drivers a bit further around, so we'll keep an eye on the standings. Corey 110.2, Ransdell 109.3, Gooner 109.2. I think there's been a... Oh dear, I think the two Mercedes have had a coming together at the final corner, and I think one of them's picked up a 5-place grid penalty. Mirage round the penultimate corner then. DRS opens and heads for the line. What's he got? It's a 109.899. That puts him in P8 for the moment. And who else have we got here? This is into the pits. Okay, so right, let's go to Lego Lamb and McLaren. His teammate having to get out of the way, I think, on the final corner as well. That's car seat. 109.4 for Lego Lamb, goes P8, although it's not straight down to 9 from Whale, who has gone across on a 109.3. James on his way to the line now for Ferrari. 108.905, goes P4, just behind Mamo. They've been really, really tight, those two, recently. It's been fantastic to see. Here is the Jeffanault. I'm really not sure if this is Jeffanault's debut or not. I wish I'd asked Whale now. Right, why am I getting... Right, that'll explain why I'm getting different conversations on the stream on my phone and the one on my laptop. On the one on my phone, I'm in the wrong stream. Am I? Yeah, I am. I'm in Spa. What is going on there? I don't understand what's going on. I don't know how that's happened. I was in last night's stream instead of this one that I'm doing now. Just a second. What a plan. That explains why I was getting the wrong messages coming up on my phone. Oh dear. Jeffanault managed to 110.1. I'm still out there. Having another run, is he? I can't see any other reason to stay out on the same tyres. She fancies doing 2 in-laps and not... He only really had a sort of 40-odd% battery, so... We'll see if we manage to do a proper lap here. Coming up towards the end of Sector 1 now. And it is just over 2 thousandths down. Nicely through the right-hander. And a little bit early on braking and turning for the second right-hander. That would be a great line for the race, in all fairness, because that would be a line that would look after your tyres very nicely, but Quali, I think, a bit more aggression maybe. Just over half a tenth down for Sector 2, so unless he has a big gain at the end of the lap here, which he may do if he lost time here before. We'll soon know if he peels off to the pits or not, and he does indeed peel off to the pits, so improvement there. We have Moomin and Ozers back out there. He's a bit further around, but we'll stick with Ozers. We did the hilly hot lap with Moomin already. Nice through the hairpin from Ozers there. Currently set P9 on a 109.443, and he's 6 thousandths up for Sector 1. And a little bit wide on entry there, which isn't a bad thing, but I think he just caught a little bit of the grass, but still seems to take the corner okay. Gets a little bit out of shape going into the second of the 2 right-handers. Keep with him through Sector 2 and see where he is. Good exit out of the hairpin. He's in plenty of curb, and he's only ever so slightly down. Moomin jumps up just as I went to try and change to him. He improved by just over a quarter of a second. Ozers then just going through the final corner. So that Moomin jumps up to P5, but no, Ozers is cruising. So Martins, is he on the lap or has he just done one? He's just done one actually. So let's go to F. Lewis. And the Frank's right-hander. 110.3 for F. Lewis goes into P15. Unlucky Phil though, I saw it come up from one of you, I wasn't sure which one of you got it, but yeah, that's an oopsie between the two Mercedes, I guess. Here is the other Mercedes and Mackenzie. Keeps the car nice and right to head for the line. After least resistance really, a 110.3 puts him in P15 for now. Who else do we have? Let's go to Wales then, because we had the chat with him before the race, so let's 2000s up through sector 2. Really sort of rode the curb on the inside. I think I've lost him a bit of time on exit. I think we're going to see him back out. Oh, we got an Alfa Romeo. It's not Ozers, so it must be F. Lewis. He's ranged. We saw him complete his lap, so that's on an in lap that's happened. I think he's out of fuel. No, he's not out of fuel because his res wouldn't be going up like that if he was. Who else we got then? Who haven't we seen? Fates or not? It's on an in lap. Tyler has joined. Welcome, Tyler. James on a lap. Oh, he's just about to go to car seat. He's just crossed the line. 108.161. Still some scope for improvement. Slightly down through sets of 1. Next to nothing. Oh, that's going to run him off the road. Curb. You need to avoid it really, that curb. It railroads you off the track like you just saw there. Let's go to Gunnar then. He's just going to the penultimate corner. Let's see a split time, so I don't know if he's improving or not. No, heads to the pits. Toby maybe. It's the 10th down from set to 1, that was actually, not set to 2. See if he's fanged anything. Yeah, he has. 10th and a half up through set to 2, so that's actually a quarter of a second improvement through set to 2. Of course, what nice for Toby is here is whatever improvement he does get, he knows he's got another 10th from set to 1 because he was down by a 10th. So just over 3/10 improvement puts him onto a 108.2. Looks like that will be enough to secure P2 on the grid at least. That marks validated. Raj. No, he's not on a lap. I think anybody's on a lap right now. No, lands into the pits. Now, everybody's on an in lap except for a couple of outlappers. So, there's Philbo. He's down there. Where's Moomin? Yeah, Moomin's close to starting another lap. So we'll go with him. There he goes. Currently on a 109.108, season in P6 for the moment. Thousandths down for set to 1. Yeah, he's a little bit early, isn't he? On the brakes and turning in. Really broke a good 10 metres later than he did there. I'm a pad user, whereas Moomin's a wheel user, so maybe that means we take different lines. I'm probably a lot more aggressive on the steering than on the pad. Here he comes then, round the final corner. Where's he going? He's got... No, he is going to finish the lap. And he improves over 2/10 into the 108s. And goes P5 ahead of James. Any on the night? Hot lap, I think Bilbo is. Well, he was. But as you can hear there, he's going slowly. Bilbo, you've got a driver coming up behind you, man. You need to be careful. Get out of the way. They are on an outlap, so you were safe, but still, you need to be wary of what's coming up behind you. Oh, Darth! That invalidates the lap before you start it. Whoopsie. Final then is when we started the lap a bit further around the track, so it's coming up now towards the end of sector 1. Currently on a 1:10.101 in P15. Oh, 3.5 seconds down, okay. Clearly something at the start of the that lap he didn't like, so he's come way off, and presumably he's got the fuel skill again. Zoom in, Lego Lamp. Yeah, he started the lap. So, only just short of a 10th up through sector 1. It's a nice improvement through there. It's more the line I would take for myself. I like Legoland's driving style. It's very calm, collected. Quite often the people that are calm and collected can be very, very quick as well. He's backing off. Okay. Maybe too calm and collected. I don't know. Right. Who else we got? So Philbo had another go and he's managed to 109.4. That's put him into P9, but he does have that 5th-place grid penalty. Which will be effective on the, I believe, on the sprint. What have we got then? Toby's across the line. So let's have a look then. Can Toby displace car seat for pole position? We know that he can make up a 10th in sector 1 at least. Yeah, let's see him through sector 1. And it's just over half a 10th up. So it's not as much as he'd have liked. He was very good through... Oh, no. That's a McLaren getting completely in his way. And that is Lego Lamb, I'm afraid. Lego completely blocked Toby's lap. But I won't be best pleased about that. So Gunnar just started the lap. Nice improvement through sector 1, Gunnar. His car seat improves his time to a 108.027, doesn't quite treat us to a 107. And Gunnar get ahead of Mamo. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good time. 108.778, doesn't quite get Mamo, does improve his own lap very nicely indeed. Ransdell is down, quite a bit down, so let's move on. Mamo on the lap? No, it's going slow. Okay. Anybody on the lap? No. Lego Lamb, I think is Tyler, who joined late, has jumped up to P7 on a 108.9. Lego Lamb then 109.4, doesn't improve on his lap, and will almost certainly, I'm afraid, be in trouble with the stewards for next week. After blocking Toby's lap, in which Toby was improving, only time would have told if he could have improved enough to beat Carsey. And he was just over half a tenth up through sector 1. There's Toby, and don't mark out fuel. I can only assume he's out of fuel. Yeah, he is. You could tell because it's not revving up properly. So I think we're just waiting for Dark Mark then. Better if he heads to the line rather than enters the pits, unless he just enters the pits and retires. So there we go. That's the end of short qualifying. We will head into a sprint, but there will be a short break, so please look at the Discord and they will tell you what time we will start. I'm not sure who Tyler is, but hopefully he's listening, or he's been told, or whatever. But, there we have it. So Carsey on pole for the sprint, Toby P2, Mamo 3, Gunner 4, Moomin 5, James 6, Tyler 7, Whale in 8, Ransdell 9, Dartmark 10, Jeffino 11, Philbo in 12, but has a 5 place grid penalty, so would drop to 17th. So therefore Ozers will be 12th, Lego Lamb 13th, F Lewis 14th, Mirage in 15th, Corey 16th, then Philbo, Fatal 18th, Mackenzie 19th, and Dart Tims in 20th. Quickly get to the instance just in case the stewards need them, but there we go. Okay guys, let's say it's just a quick break, so I'm just going to go for a quick break, so I'll be back with you very shortly, ready for the sprint. Do not ready up guys. If any drivers are listening, don't ready up. Right, guys, back with you. And have a quick look at tyres. Sorry, excuse me. So the top 6 starting on a medium tyre. Tyler's gone with the soft tyre. Then we got Whale, Ransdell, Dartmark and Jeffnaut on the mediums. Philbo on the softs. Okay, so he is starting P12. I wasn't sure about this. So, yeah, the 5-place grid penalty will occur for the race, not for the sprint. So there we go. Ozer's P13 starting on the hards in a sprint race. Did he realise it was a sprint? Lego Lamb P14, F Lewis P15, Mirage 16. Sorry, I wasn't doing a countdown, I was doing tyres, sorry. Lego Lamb on the mediums, F Lewis and Mirage on the softs. Corey on the mediums, Fatal on the softs, Mackenzie on the mediums, and Darth Timms on the softs. Sorry, get this out of my chest. Okay. Oh, we've got some disqualifications going on. Ozer's Lego Lamb. I'm going to be going down to them, they're already back on the grid. So, now Mackenzie and Darth Timms as well. So they're going to be starting maybe slightly cooler tyres and slightly further back in their grid slots. So I think it's about a metre back than where you would be if you got the purple perfect parking thing come up. So Fatal will be last to come into the grid slot. Jeffnaut misses the grid slot properly. And everybody's in. Frick goes a little bit squeak for a moment. Lights are out. Away we go. Darth Timms jumps the start and will receive a drive-through penalty. Not the ideal start for him. Toby in the inside of Carsey into turn 1. Looks like he's getting this done to me. A little bit side by side for the right, but yeah, in the end, actually, Toby gives in and Carsey retakes the lead. Tyler off to an absolute storming start up to P3 now, ahead of Moomin. There's a lot going on, guys. We've had yellow flags out. Looks to me, Lego Lamb, F Lewis and Darth Timms look to have gone round at turn 1. So they have dropped down or are at the back of the order. So Toby trying to push Carsey in these early stages, both on the same tyre. Might have thought that Toby might have had a go at going to Sauce. Got off the line really well in a way to really challenge Carsey into the first few corners. So was able to hold him off. So now Toby's attention will be how do I get past him during the race. I think the other question he's got is when do I go past him? But he's going to do it now, look. Doing it at the end of lap 1, going up into turn 1 for lap 2. So, Gunnar into the pits, picks up 5 seconds but retires out of the sprint. So, presumably must have had damage and will start the race from the back. James moves up to P4. Oh, who have we lost? Who's that? Is that Moomin? Moomin appears to have disconnected, I think. He is Xbox, isn't he? Invite to game. Hopefully he can get in before he loses too much. Oh, Ransdell runs really wide. And he's going to lose a couple of places there to Jeffnaut and Mamo. Mamo's dropped down a bit from where he started. There is Moomin coming back in. He might just about get in time before he loses P6. It wouldn't be too bad. There's Lego. No, that's Darth Timms is crashed out, and that is a virtual safety car. Philbo into the pits. Did he have damage then? No, it's just a pit stop. I'm not sure why he would do that under VSC if he's not changing his wing. Full safety car, yeah, no reason why not. But, here we go. But Moomin is caught way on napping on the virtual safety car restart. And he's up to 5th. Looks to maybe make back a little bit what he lost while being disconnected. Mamo on the back of Jeffinal, who's had a lovely start to this race up to P7. Tyler's actually put onto the back of car seat. We'll move up to that in a second. But he does still have DRS, which is active this lap. If anybody listening didn't get the news the other day, from this upcoming F1 season, the DRS will activate a lap earlier, so it will now activate on lap 2 for the new season. So presumably that will be in next year's game, as Mamo goes to the inside of the Jeffinals and takes P7 back. Let's go to Tyler then, who's really on the back of car seat at the moment. Obviously he's got this early tyre advantage being on the sauce. Won't last the whole sprint, he will as we get a bit further into the sprint, and my guess would be about halfway, maybe slightly over halfway. The softs will start dropping off a bit as we lose Philbo, so that should mean that Philbo now starts in the back in the main race. Moomin's round. It's the second of the 2 right-handers before the hairpin. Very easy to lose it there. In fact, he's not the first already. He's not the first to lose it there. Now, his car seat. Interesting, doesn't it? We're not in the yellow flags at the moment, but we're about to enter, and this is going to be tight. This tight. I think he needs to give the place back, car seat. Well, that was close. That was close. It's annoying because it's a driver retiring in the pits that's caused that yellow flag. I do think that overtake was done under yellow flag conditions. Probably be able to protest that to the stewards, to be fair. He instigated the move before they reached the yellow flags, but by the time he actually made the move and actually took the position, they'd entered into where the yellow flags were active. Still on board now with Tyler. James isn't too far behind this, by the way. If we keep looking behind, that's James there, so he's not far behind them. Philbo, tonight's been awful. It's not been a good one so far, mate, but ultimately, it's the main race that counts the most. So, lots of 2 out of 3 quality laps, ran out of VRS for a third. Then got my front wing knocked off on the first corner. And then the pit crew, didn't you? Well, I did wonder why you were pitting without changing your wing. So that explains that. And we now have yellow flags through Lego Lamb or Ransdell, it's one or the other. Darcy is starting to harass Toby a little bit. In terms of energy, it's the same old story a little bit, isn't it? Toby does like to hammer his energy quite early in the races. His car, as you can see, is completely laid off of it. And he likes to have that advantage later in the race. Tyler as well, as you can see, hasn't done too badly either. He's on 60%, so he's doing pretty good on his energy. Biding his time, but here comes Carsey. Doesn't open the overtake. He could use a little splash. There's no reason why not. He would gain it back in the next lap. Side by side. It looks like Carsey's going to get the move done on this occasion. So back into the lead. And will that be the last time, or will Toby come back at him again? Seen him taking different lines there on the hairpin. Further down, we've got a battle. Just nick to it. We've got a battle here. I think Jeffinaught's gotten back past Fatal for the moment, at least. And they are on the No, they're not on the back of Mackenzie. Mackenzie's a little bit up the road. He's having a very good sprint, isn't he? Mackenzie can only get better. Philbo, that's the way, mate. As the Ream once sung, things can only get better. Can only get better. Now I found you. Do, 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 do. That's enough of that. Just edging away from Fatal, who is flashing at the moment. I think his concentration is maybe more on defending from Corey. So let's go to the leaders. I think it's happening again up into turn 1. Toby makes the move. Carsey sort of switches back a little bit, but once you're sort of round turn 1, it's very difficult then to come back. Tyler still following them so closely, despite now being 7 lap old, those softs, and running a dirty air for a lot of it now. It should be dropping off. But of course, the 2 drivers ahead of him battling away as they are does help him hold on. As oh, is that Fatal? I think it is, unfortunately. Fatal off. He's lost his right end plate. Allowing drivers pass before he rejoins. Thing gives him 10 seconds just for the sake of it, really. No real reason. This battle for the lead is a good one. Be good if this continues through the feature race. Here comes Carsey again to the inside. Makes the move. Tyler not able to sort of take advantage of the double toe. So I think Dark Mark's moving on Corey further down. Another move into turn 1. Seems to have that done just before they braked for turn 1. Nicely done from Dark Mark. He's up to P10 now. Yellow flags. I think that's Fatal just recovering. I think he's going to recover to the pits and probably retire out and start from P17, I suspect, for the feature race. To the leaders then, as they continue their battle. I'd love to bring you footage of more other battles going on, but there's not a lot to offer at the moment. We've just seen one with Dark Mark and Corey. There is one other that's starting to develop. Mackenzie is caught onto the back of Mirage. So, I'd say we'll be able to this time. Plus it's a bit further away. Still going to come to the inside. He attacks Carsey. Carsey's energy. Oh, look, they're staying side by side. Carsey backs out. Fatal does retire and will start from P17. 17, I mean. Makes sense, that one, in all fairness. There's no point in using an extra set of tyres before the race start. Just to sort of trundle around and be 17th in a way. So, makes sense for him to retire out on that one. These guys giving us a very, very good battle indeed. And will Carsey... I think the fact that Tyler's on the back of them is kind of forcing the driver's hands into actually making a move each lap, because if Carsey would... I mean, ideally, he'd like to stay behind on this lap and then make a move going on to the final lap. But because Tyler is right behind them... Well, do you know what? Tyler's dropped off a little bit. Carsey could potentially back out of this. Not going to, though. I don't think Toby will be too unhappy about falling into P2 on what will be the last attempt on the straight next time round. But this is the thing. Carsey, look at the energy, 97% to Toby's 13. Smashing it around this lap so far. But happy to still keep it. Going to burn the, well, almost all of it on the pit straight, you would think. Would like to get a bit of a gap. Still Doesn't use any yet there, look. Oh, Toby, a little bit late on the brakes. I don't know if they actually touched then. It was a bit difficult to tell from my side, but here we go then. Marcy opens his overtake, so does Toby. Toby's got the DRS, but surely with all the energy in the world, Carson will go defensive on the inside. And yeah, Toby not able to get alongside this time. I think Tyler just struggling a little bit now with the soft tyres. They've had enough. That's why he's dropped off. He's used his energy now as well, trying to stay with them. But regardless, he's done an absolutely fantastic job up to P3. I think now Carson can just freeze to use whatever energy he wants. We could just extend this gap. I think somehow we're going to have more of this through the feature race. Yeah, it's just over the 1 second now. So we did have DRS there down that small straight, but he still lost time. So there we go, 19% Carson has got left now. He's used 80% in this lap alone. Yellow flags have already cleared there, so looked like it was an Alpha, I think it was Ozers, you know. So Carty takes the checkered flag in the sprint, Toby P2, Tyler in a fantastic P3. Well done Tyler, up 4 places. James up 2 as well to take P4, just ahead of his teammate who was down 2 but still a brilliant P5. Whale up 2 to 6, Mirage up 9 places to P7. Whale's tipped for the race as well to be the standout driver, and well, so he should be after that. Jeffenall up 3 places to P8. Mackenzie's up 10 places from 19th to 9th. Dartmart where he started in P10. Corey up 6 places to 11. F. Lewis up 3 places to 12. Ozers after that late spin has dropped to P13. Well, sorry, that's where he started actually, to be fair enough, but he was up ahead of that before the spin. Legoland P14 where he started. Ransdell down 6 to 15. And I missed the last one there, it's a Williams. Yeah, Phil, but I don't know if he's playing with them or just being smart, really. It's more being smart. I think Toby, and it looks like Tyler as well, have probably got the pace to stay with him. It's just Carsey could do it without burning any energy. So I don't think it's so much that he's playing with them, but he's just doing it. He's just being smart, is all. There's the incidents for the sprint, just in case the stewards need them. Let's just come back then. So I'm not going to read back through all of them. I've already read them. The only one I didn't quite see at the end, Moomin Rider, that was it, P16. See a large drop for him, unfortunate for him. Fatal will start P17. Philbo will actually start at the back in P20, while Darth Tims will start 18th and Gunnar in 19th. So that's the sprint, ladies and gentlemen, and now something tells me we're going to have a lot more of that a lot more of that entertainment through the feature race as well, because I think those 3 drivers are going to stay very close together as long as there's nothing happening at the start. Oz is a deep fried muppet. Got no arguments there from me. So not a good day for Williams, but it was only the sprint race, so book it up for the main race. Anyway, that is time for a break from me. So we usually have 5 minutes, guys. Again, any drivers listening will be put in the chat what time you'll be starting the actual race, so take a look at that. Otherwise, guys, I will see you in a few minutes for the feature race. See you in a bit. Okay guys, back with you, ready for the start. What I called those was in party was far less PG. Oh, Ozers. Right, formation that it's supposed to be turned off tonight. Can I just point out? It's fine. Obviously forgot. Right, so Carsey starting from pole on the hard tyres, Toby alongside also on the hards. Tyler, just like the sprint race, he's gone with the compound down from the front two, so he's starting on the medium tyres. James, Mamo and Wells starting on the hard tyres. Mirage in P7 with Jeff Norton P8 starting on the mediums. Then Mackenzie, the highest of the soft starters, in P9. Hards for the Dartmart. Corey on mediums. F. Lewis, Ozers and Legoland on softs. Ransdell on mediums and McMinn on softs. Fatal on hards, Darth Tims on mediums, Gunnar on hards and Philbo on hards. This race, guys, has the potential to be extremely interesting. Now, the reason for that is because we don't know what's going to happen, but there is a chance, because there's been a sprint race, there is a chance that the I just tried to snooze an ad for you, but I think I've missed it. I hope you don't miss the start of the race. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's a chance that the tyre wear, because there's been a sprint race, the tyre wear could be horrendous compared to normal. It does it sometimes. It seems to only do it at Qatar to start with, but now it's done it on some other tracks that I've heard around. So there is a chance, and the question was asked in admin. Oh, Taylor wanted hards. Damn. Yeah, it was asked in admin, should we do a restart after the sprint, but we decided no, because I don't know whether you caught a glitch or not, but if the tyre wear thing does occur and the tyre wear is really heavy, it makes it interesting because people will not necessarily have to switch to a two-stop, but a lot of drivers may have to. So everybody is parts, we're ready to go. The lights are coming on. 4, 5 lights are on. Long pulls, out they go, away we go. Carsey has jumped the start. Carsey jumps the start and picks up a drive-through. Sings in Zandvoort on the first lap. Everybody getting through okay so far. We're heading to this right into the left-hand chicane. Very, very difficult through here. We do have a car round. It's Ransdell round. That was on the right-hander. First glance, he seems to have everything intact. So that real long pulls of the lights before they went out has caught Carsey out, and he's picked up a drive-through. Jeffinal lost out to F. Lewis, and who's having a look as well now. So, 2 Alfa Romeos, both starting on the softs. Here comes Ozers to outbrake his opponent into the right-left, and he does very nicely, it has to be said. Very good overtake through there. Margie McKenzie seems to have a timing glitch that should sort itself out as they cross the line this time round. Carsey opts to stay out at this moment. I'm surprised at that. He's got to take it, and the only reason I'm surprised at that is if he doesn't take the drive-through, and it's the start of Zandvoort, there really could be a safety car at any moment here with all the drivers so close. So if he doesn't serve it before a safety car, he can't serve it under the safety car, so he'd still have it. I'd rather be in straight away, to be honest with you. There's also more chance that you'll come out in nice clean air as well, as Darth Tims and Ransdell. Did they make pit stops? I'm not sure. No, I don't think they did. I swear it said pit stops then. In pits. They weren't in the way. Mackenzie to the inside of F. Lewis. Up the inside, makes the move nicely. Mirage and Mackenzie this lap showing a little timing glitch, but again that should clear. Next time they cross the line. So will Carsey serve it this lap? No, he's still staying out. I guess he's hoping that he can pull enough of a gap that he doesn't drop right to the back, but Moomin slightly late on the brakes, hits the back of Gunnar. It's only a soft touch, so Gunnar's okay. So Gunnar on the hards, of course, Moomin on the softs, so Moomin just needs to be aware. And there's a yellow flag. It's Ransdell and Darth Timms who are around at the hairpin. And that was what I was talking about. Like, it's not caused the safety car, but it so easily could have. So, something's happened to Toby. He's dropped the fifth. There's two right-handers and the left hairpin. So at some point in one of those, he's ran wide or had a half spin or something like that. He's okay. And he'll continue on his way. It's has dropped to P5. He'll still be feeling pretty good. Carsey then in this lap. Has to be in this lap, otherwise he would be disqualified. In he comes to serve that drive through. I think the grid still close enough together that he's going to drop, so I think, to P18 behind his teammate. Yeah, he is indeed. So there goes Lego Lad. Good night, Dad. Ooh, who's that then? Somebody was having a battle there. Somebody's round at the final corner as well. Darth Timms round at the final corner. Really struggling at the moment, Darth, to keep the car on track. For this, the Ferrari's up to second and third. Tyler in the lead now and has a lovely 2.7 second gap. So both Ferraris on the hards. I assume they've had some sort of contact with each other to sort of say, look, we're both starting on the hards, what lap are you going to pick? So they avoid each other. Hope they have, anyway. I always tend to try and go the opposite to what my teammate does, as Ransdell is now round again. What's going on down there with those guys? But Toby coming back, he's having a run here at James, who's lost out to his teammate previously, and he loses out to Toby as well on the same straight into turn one. Field so close, as you can see. To find a 1 second gap, other than the Tyler over Mamo in first and second, to find a 1 second gap after that, you have to go down to 12th and 13th, and that is between the Dark Mark and Gunnar, and we know Gunnar's pace, so there's every chance that will change as Ransdell retires out in the pit. Seems to be struggling. Don't know whether he maybe got some rear wing damage at the start or something, but oh, and Darth Timms is out at the hairpin. We might get away with that because there's nobody round there. Thankfully, there is nobody round there. So we get away without a safety car on that one. I think Toby's having a run at Mamo. Here he comes into turn one. Same move we saw him make so many times. Well, make so many times on Carsey, and Carsey do the same back in the sprint race. On Carsey, he's just gotten past his teammate, so presumably, I thought Lego Lamb would have held him up too much, and so Carsey up to P16. It's going to be a long evening for him. I still think he'll end up with a good result as long as he doesn't make any more mistakes, but we'll see just how far he can get though. Anyway, let's go on board here. So yeah, just catch up. So Gunnar has got onto the back of Dark Mark, so that a couple of 1 second gaps have appeared in the top 10, although Mackenzie's just got rid of one of them. Lewis has just dropped a second off of Mirage, which you can't get back within it. We'll leave him open to Mackenzie. don't know how that tyre wear's going, so it'll depend how that tyre wear's going as to when you start seeing pit stops. Moomin made too many strides yet. Let's just go down to Moomin. He's on the back of Philbo. See, this is the thing with this grid at the moment. It's such a good grid. You may be running around in P15 when you're a driver that's, you know, as we saw in Quali, a sort of top 6 or 7 driver. But he's on the back of Philbo, who is of a very similar pace. So, and as we saw with Tyler in the sprint, sort of around, well, it's a little bit further than this into the sprint that his tyres seem to start dropping off. As I said, if you've got that tyre wear thing going on after a sprint race, then essentially the tyres could be wearing a lot faster. Certainly soon know if the soft tyre guys start pitting already. Yeah, look at F. Lewis, how much time he's lost to Mirage. Let's go down to Mackenzie, seems to be getting pretty close. Maybe not close enough this time, I don't think, no. But he's now right on the gearbox. Oh, and that's Corey having a little look, because Mackenzie, I think, just makes a little mistake. Corey says, I'm going to take advantage of that, thank you very much. Well, already his soft tyre's dead, is what I'm thinking. Ozers goes through as well. He's back in the stride now. So, just don't wonder. There's Parsi on the hards. Look, he's Pat's moving and going. He's already on the next guy. Oh, had to brake heavy there to avoid a contact on the back of Philbo. I honestly think that the softs are deaf. Min has to take a void in action there. Oh, Jeffenauts ended up off track. Seems to be okay. Again, no obvious signs of damage, so I think he's okay and can carry on without necessarily taking a stop. But through goes Corey on F. Lewis. The next driver behind F. Lewis is his teammate Ozers. He's also on the softs, so... Oh, F. Lewis hits the back of Corey there. Always difficult following so close through that section of the track. But it didn't seem to hurt Corey too much. He sort of went a little bit deeper maybe than he meant to on that little corner, but it sort of hurt him too much. So I don't think Corey would be too worried as long as nothing else happens. But it does. F. Lewis, you need to be a bit more careful, lad. As Corey's now gone round. Yeah, that will be a ticket submitted against F. Lewis, I'm afraid, because that was a clear mistake from him. Corey will certainly not be a happy chappy at this moment in time after that one. So, what have we got now then? So, I mean, this group is tight as hell. So, Dark Mark, I think, is getting a run on Ozers. Who's going to outbrake him into turn 1. Right, holds the corner. I think Fatal's had a little moment round at the two right-handers. RC past Ozers as well. Corey gets 5 seconds. Speeding in the pit lane, but opts for retirement. Maybe out of anger. Leaves the session immediately. Might be out of anger. He might have had rear wing damage because he did take a couple of hits. So, yeah, I think F. Lewis, he's definitely going to be in trouble. Corey will submit that, and so he should. And so, yeah, I think definite trouble inbound for him, as we've got yellow flags. Fatal's retired. This car is right on the racing line. Doesn't look ghosted. It's disappeared actually now, luckily. The safety car turned off or something, because how is that not caused the safety car? I'm just having a look, guys, because I can't believe that's not caused a safety car. No, it is on. It is on its usual setting. I have absolutely no idea how that didn't cause a safety car then, Fatal. Literally answers on a postcard on that one. So, Carson now back up to P9, right on the back of Dark Mark. I do really respect Carsey's driving, and not just because he's very fast. That's not what I'm talking about. But you watch him, he's come through the group like this. He does make mistakes sometimes. He's not, he's not perfect. He does make mistakes and has a few bumps here and there. And he'd be the first to hold his hands up and say he does make mistakes. But I'm watching him drive, and we've seen him a little bit today, trying to make his way through the field, and you can visibly see that he brakes. Or he's capable of braking so much later than the guys around him. His ability somehow avoids making contact with them. Okay, Fade. So just let us know, mate, or mark the attendance appropriately, bud. But yeah, no problem at all. If you want to do that, that's fine. Carsey then got both of them into turn 1. Dark Mark is doing very, very well at the moment for Alpine. So Toby's closed that gap up. Looks Tyler now to 1.9 seconds, 2 seconds call it. He's gaining, and that probably is slightly down to the tyres. I would imagine the hards are better than the mediums now. There's not going to be a massive difference between the two, but I would imagine they are better. Just like me saying about the softs, how bad they were looking earlier on. They're all still out on them. The guys that started on them, they're still in the race. They're all still there on those tyres. Amazes me, quite honestly, because they looked horrendous. So Gunnar looking to make the move. He's the one with the extra grip now, not the soft runner of F. Lewis. So Gunnar through. And up to P9. Jeff and Orton's round. Second and 2 right-handers. That part of the track seems to be catching so many drivers out tonight. And I'm not surprised. It's that bloody curb on the left-hand side, and the drivers touch that curb, and it just railroads them. Carson now catching on to the back of Whale, who's had DRS there, and he's used that to get onto the gearbox. And well, unless an opportunity quite literally presents itself before, then he'll get that move done the next time round on the straight, I'm sure. Gunnar's having a very good race, isn't he? Up from he started second last, didn't he? 19th up to 9th, so he's doing very well. Just had one of the Ferraris round. That was Mamo. He's lost out to Mirage. Don't want to come off of this because we're going to see an overtake in a second, I believe. Almost certainly up into turn 1. But, Mamo, you can just about see, there he is, the red car in front. He was actually another car up. He lost about 3 to 4 seconds, I think, with a little spin. Here comes car seat. Like we saw in the sprint race, he's not going to look to use any energy. He's just going to do this with the DRS alone. And through he goes. up into P6. Fantastic recovery so far. And if he can keep doing this, James at the moment is 5.8, 5.9, sort of 6 seconds, call it, behind Toby. Once he can keep doing this at the rate he is, he may get onto the back of Toby with 7 seconds to make up. We're both on the same tyres. Toby has now closed the gap to the leader and is within a second. To remember, he's got the better tyre now. Hards will be considerably better now than the mediums. And in terms of mediums, we should be getting close to a stop. It will depend if he's doing medium hard or medium soft. Oh my goodness, well saved, Toby. Thought he was a goner then, for sure. But, saved it really well. And we do have a couple of pitters then. So Moomin and Ethelwis are in. Moomin picks himself up 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And on to mediums. So they're looking to soft medium this race. Don't think that's going to particularly help them in making their way through the field at all. But that's what they've gone with. So, Carsey passed Mamo, but Mamo very much with him. I don't expect Mamo to really go anywhere. As long as he can keep getting dragged back onto Carsey's gearbox under the DRS zones, then he may well be able to get dragged around by Carsey as Tyler is in. Tyler is in. And what's he going to go to? I think it'll be Hards. Great camera to see, but he is Hards in a way. Out he comes, and that is exactly where he's going to exit. P10, and he's going to have a little bit of clear track to drive into as well. He would love to see the guys on the Hards ahead of him, just as he's approaching them, drive into the pits. That would be perfect for Tyler if they did that, so he doesn't have to actually physically make his way through. He does have a good couple of seconds, just over 2.5 seconds as Mamo. That was what I was talking about with that curb railroading you. Horrible curb, and there's a few curbs this year that do that on this game, and there's one in particular I hate it, Jeddah, that does it, and it's in sector 1, and it's just absolute evil curb. That mark on the back of Gunnar here. Oh, Gunnar's got an out of shape. Dartmark hits the brakes. Phil, though, looking to take advantage of that as Gunnar is ghosted. Gunnar makes his way into the pits. If he got damage, I hope he's changed it quickly. No, just a tyre change. Whether he had damage or not, he probably didn't, to be fair. It wasn't a massive hit, so he probably got away with it. But I think that's a sensible dive into the pits, to be honest with you. I think that was a sensible, good timing. So look at this, man. Mirage comes to the back of James looking for P2 here. You will know full well they got car seat bearing down on them, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just concentrate on what they're doing. These guys at the moment are fighting for P2. They may well end up fighting for the final podium spot, but whichever way round it is, just need to concentrate on what they're doing right now. As he catches. But in comes Morage. Off with the medium tyre. Make sure you don't pick up 5 seconds, and he doesn't. So he's going to look to undercut James. Surely going to the hard tyre. Yep, indeed. The right rim. Look, all right. The white rimmed hard tyre goes on the car. So I think that Mark just got ahead of Philbo there. And so Mirage exits in P8, Mamo out in P11. Gunnar Faust. Oh, Gunnar's retired. Oh, it's a night to forget, isn't it, for him and Red Bull tonight. So in that case, I take it back. I think that Gunnar must have had damage and it's not repaired it. I think it must have been that. So there we have it. Frustrating from the game. The mistake was his own, of course, but oh, Toby picks up 5 seconds. Well, if Carsey needed an invite to go and win this race, it's just been given to him. That penalty has just given Carsey the chance to win this race. And not just Carsey, because of course Tyler's gone through. Tyler effectively leads this race right now because Carsey has to pit. I think we've got a new favourite. I think Tyler is now favourite to win this race. James and Mirage side by side into the chicane, the hairpin. As you often see, James on the higher line gets the nicer exit. Seems to be quite a regular occurrence around most tracks these days. The higher line seems to get the better traction. It's always been the case on that corner. That's why you often see the drivers in real life actually taking that line lap after lap. I guess if there's better traction, there's less wheel spin and therefore better on the tyres. I would assume that's part of it. Zozers is round and the right end plate is definitely missing. He will be he's got to stop. Now I think he might have been on a 2-stop in a way. Not definitely, but I think he might have been. So he would have had to make another stop in a way, but obviously this one's going to be a longer one. Generally about an extra sort of 5.5 seconds, 6 seconds roughly. Oh, and there's Mackenzie. Did exactly what Gunnar did. Hits that wall. Has he gotten away with it? No, he hasn't. He's into the pits. Make sure you changed it. So it does change Mackenzie's wing. Hoses in as well. He'll need a new wing. And he goes to softs. So Mackenzie goes to hard. Hoses to softs. Where else are we battling right now? Carsey was in. Sorry, I missed that one. Carsey has been in. He has picked up a penalty. What penalties he picked up? Let's have a quick look at that. Can't leave that one. He's picked up 5 seconds, so he's just thrown away any chance of winning this race. Just as it looked like he had a chance of winning the race, he's just thrown it away, picking up 5 seconds, unfortunately. Unless the safety car occurs where he could serve it. Same for Toby. And Moomin, in fact, who's picked one up as well. Look. Carsey to the inside here of Mirage. Stick to the inside. Not on the curb, but sticks to the side of it. And the line was absolutely beautiful. And through he goes. I think Mackenzie's had a little round on his outlap. There we go. What else we got then? Any chance of Mirage coming back? If not, Carsey's going to be looking at getting past James as quick as possible. Where is it? Tyres. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. So, Dark Mark going long and deep into this race. So, if he's going this deep, I'm sure he'll stop to softs going this deep into the race. And he'll look to have as decent an advantage as he can on tyres, so he's going to softs. I would have thought 1 or 2 more laps, I would imagine. Probably the end of lap 24. He might do the end of lap 23. So Carsey sets fastest lap, gets the move done. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Dark Mark did actually pit there, so he's done it at the end of lap 22. So it's a bit of a long stint on the softs to the end. But the fact that everybody else's tyres are already a little bit worn helps with that. And of course the lower fuel load in the second stint will help as well. So, Quasi past James then, so he's going to get after Toby now if he can. James won't give up, he's going to see if we can try and stay on the back of him. Looks like he's going to have DRS. Well, he is going to have DRS here. You know, activation is just at the corner before, so the left-hander. He'll have DRS here, look. Mirage didn't, so that's going to help him in his gap with Mirage. RC sets fastest lap. That's a move going on here. Philbo to the inside of F. Lewis. Inside, has the move done before the break-in, and a nice overtake from Philbo. Oh, Mackenzie is out. It's the final. That's going to be a safety car this time. Had to be. Had to be. Well, this man here, Tyler, is going to be so annoyed with that. He was absolutely marching to victory. Now, you would think that everybody's going to be in for softs now. Anybody that might not... Well, Dark Mark's likely to stay out. Maybe pick up a few positions. So he might pit. If he's got another set of fresh, he might. But so he's on the same tyres as everybody else rather than a slight disadvantage. So obviously Toby and Carsey will serve their 5 seconds. So they are going to lose out a bit here. Well, Toby doesn't, in fact. He's still going to come out in P2 despite serving the 5-second penalty. And definitely, there's no doubt at all, Tyler is going to be a bit miffed at his safety car. He was absolutely romping to victory. With his 2 main rivals being Toby and Carsey both sat on 5 seconds that they wouldn't have served without a safety car. So not only would they have to have caught him, they'd have had to have got past him and got 5 seconds up the road as well. Which I don't think they would have done. Not for a second. So I think Tyler will have every right to be a bit miffed at that one. Unlucky Taylor. Right then. So safety car out. I think we're going to do a couple of laps at least. And then probably come in on the 3rd lap. So this being lap 1. I think we'll do another 2 after this one. Could be one. Could be one. Everybody has made their stops apart from Ozers. I think. I would imagine. Well, Ozers needs to stop. He can't stay out on 4-lap old sauce. Jeffnell really needs to stop as well. They're going to get swallowed up if they don't. So I've got a feeling Jeffnell's going to stay out, but he needs to pit because. No, he is heading for the pits. He is heading to the pits. Well done, Jeffnell. They just got swallowed up and ended up at the back, and potential incidents in between as well. So I'm expecting Ozers to do the same. Yeah, and he comes. So everybody will be on fresh softs. Going to restart. And the only one that didn't pit, I think, the only one that didn't pit would be the Dark Mark. And as you can see, he's jumped up to P4. He was only on 1 lap old softs when the safety car came out, so obviously absolutely made sense for him to take the positions. I still think that wear is going to affect him. Hopefully it won't affect him so bad that he just gets sort of swamped. Might get swamped a little bit at the restart because he's got Mirage, Carsey and Mamo directly behind him, Whale as well, and Moomin. I can do this almost to the end. You've got Moomin and Philbo as well, so you may feel like he's getting swamped a little bit. So Silo gets this restarted. So no move on the restart. I haven't seen anything in the way of moves from anyone around the field. Well, as you were, although Carsey, no, Carsey's just nipped past Mirage into P5. Quite an unusual place to get a move done, I must say. Only assume Mirage maybe had a poor exit out of the hairpin, or maybe he's touched the grass, maybe going along the straight. So, even if somebody does slow a little bit on that strat, I tend not to try and make an overtake. It's a risky situation. Carsey looking to try and get past Dark Mark as quick as he can, which he needs to do because he doesn't want the front guys to get away. Tyler on the restart sets fastest lap of the race. Actually trying to get past Dark Mark, but as you can see, Dark Mark is in no mood to just let it go. He wants to battle, and why shouldn't he? Doesn't get the opportunity to battle Carsey that often, so why not have a good side-by-side with him? And that he did. That he just did. Very nice driving from the pair. But ultimately, Carsey does get through and into P4, and he'll now be targeting James, who's only a couple of seconds off of Toby. He's on board with us now and right on the back of Tyler. Carsey will absolutely be wanting these two to battle. He needs the front two to battle. If they battle, he can catch. If they don't, he's going to have a hard time catching. I'm not saying he can't, just saying it'll be a lot more difficult. So no DRS this time round. He's totally going to try. He's not using any energy. I think that was a case of if the slipstring's enough, then he'll have a go, but wasn't able to get that done as Mirage now makes the move on Dark Mark. As you can see, even though Dark Mark's tyres were only one lap old when the safety car came out, that little bit of extra wear is definitely affecting him, but he's doing his absolute best. There's Mamo on the back of him. He's, well, the race fell apart quite a bit in the first half of the race. A few little moments, a few little off tracks, and just dropped out. Oh, and he's gone round. That must have been a hit from behind. No idea which driver it is. It could have been Moomin because he was slow, but behind him. But it might not have. It could have been someone else, and then Moomin got called up. So I don't want to call that. Couldn't see it. Obviously, I was on board with him. No, definitely got caught from behind there. He's just having a look at Jeff and all. He's going to have to fold him behind. Can't do anything about him on the straight. And that's somebody round there. That's Philbo. No mistake. Waits for everybody to pass before going again. I think he's taken to the pits by the looks of it. and so has Moomin as well. So Moomin with damage definitely hit Mamo, but whether he was the one that actually hit him to cause the spin or not, I don't know. This track is so hard. I love it. Absolutely loved this. I didn't when it first came into the game. I loathed it when it first came into the game. But I've learned to love it, and I really do love it now. I think it's one of the real great tracks. And like all the other great tracks, the reason it's a great track is because it offers something which no other track does. And Zandvoort, the windy turns, the banking corners is the main thing. See the hairpin, I think it's turn 4, the hairpin, and then this final corner coming up now where you're sort of going around at a sort of, I don't know what the actual angle is, but let's call it a 45-degree angle. You don't really do that anywhere else. I think one other track maybe has one banking corner on it, but I can't remember where. Maybe Jeddah, I'm not sure. That was Mamo then, getting back past Effelwis. Sorry, Effluis. P8. We will go back up to the leaders. Mamo looking to get straight back past Lego Lamb if he can. And he'll know already that the Dark Mark is on slightly older tyres. So he may feel that he can catch Dark Mark before the end of this race. Got to get past Lego first. He's going to have the RS here, but not close enough. He's going to have to stay away from it here and wait for the pit straight. Ooh, Lego Lamb has a little shaky moment. He's already secured DRS, the activation right out of the left-hander. So here he comes, and this should be done way before we ever reach the corner. Through he goes. So Mamo back to P7. I feel like he's been forever having to recover in this race. It has been like that for him. On this occasion, due to someone else's mistake, but on previous occasions in the race, due to his own mistakes. Newman had no other softs to go to, so he's actually, when making the pit stop for damage, he's had to go to the hard tyres. And has Philbo Baggins chasing after him like mad. Here's our two leaders then that are vying for the victory. I have to say, I don't know Tyler whatsoever, but every fibre of my being wants him to win this race, because he had it in the bag, absolutely in the bag before the safety car. Before the safety car, both, so if you've only joined sort of more recently, before the safety car, both Toby and Carsey both had 5-second penalties which they've served under the safety car, and they were way behind Tyler, who had done everything right. But, has been screwed over by the safety car, but at the moment is dealing with it well. He's had less energy than Toby by about 20%-ish, roughly. What's happened to Whale to drop him down to P12, unless he was caught up in that moment with Mamo and that. I actually wondered if he was the one that hit Mamo. I don't know. I'm not suggesting he was. I'm just saying. I was wondering because I think he was the car directly behind, but so I'm just sort of guessing. I don't actually know. Moving into the pits has had enough for the evening. He retires out. Yeah, I should have just continued moving and taking the points. There's only a few laps to complete just to get some, well, actually reasonable points for P14 in all fairness. I don't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. I think it's about 7 or 8. Oh, who was that? Ah, that was right. Okay, that was confusing. Right, that was Movement's car that had come out the pits. that we saw on the left-hand side off track. I was like, who is that? Is nobody there? Nothing changed. Look, Carsey is on the back. He's just outside the 1 second at the moment. Fieldo gets 5 seconds. Oh, why are you retiring? Fieldo! Just complete a race, buddy. Complete the race, get the points. Why not? Oh, move, come on, man. Still happy to play the chasing game. She still remains just outside the 1 second. It's hard to imagine out with the next lap being the last lap, so one more attempt through the longer DRS on the pit straight. It's hard to imagine how Carsey's going to be able to get close enough to have any sort of run at these two. He may have to settle for P3 tonight, which in all fairness isn't a bad result at all, not after serving the drive-through penalty at the start of the race. Oh no! Tyler, no! Oh my goodness, Tyler. Oh, I can't believe he's just done that. Tyler, finish the race, man. Please don't just drive into the pits and retire. Finish the race. You deserve to finish this race. Lego Lamb is out. He's crashed. Lego Lamb crashes coming out of turn 1. Whether that was a contact or not, I don't know. Tyler does retire. I mean, 10 drivers finishing this race. It's absolutely pathetic. Absolutely sick of this. I'm just going to be honest, guys. I'm sorry, this is taken away now because this annoys me. I get 1 or 2 drivers might retire in the pits, but you're so close to the end of the race. Just finish the race, guys. I mean, have some respect for the guys that organise it every single week. It's just ridiculous. Toby wins in Zandvoort, Carsey P2, James P3. Dark Mark P4, Mirage P5, Mano 6, the Jeffinal will come along line in across the line in P7, Whale P8, Ozers 9, F Lewis in P10. Right, guys, that's the end of the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Well done to our top 3, Toby, Carsey and James. Mamo in P4. So, there you go. Mamo P4, Mirage 5, Dark Mark 6, Wales 7, Jeffinal 8, Tyler 9, Ozers 10. Go to the race director quickly. Right, the top 3 there. I'm not going to do podium interviews. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming, so I'm not going to do podium interviews. I'm sorry to you guys because you deserve it, but ultimately, I'm so angry. I'm going to award Dark Mark the driver of the day. I think he's done absolutely awesome. So, Dark Mark, you're my driver of the day again. Isn't that about the 3rd time this season? But well, he keeps doing awesome. So, what can I do? There you go. That's our race, guys, around Zandvoort. yeah, I'm not going to say much more because I'm going to get myself in trouble. So please don't forget we got the Wednesday division tomorrow night. The Schumacher division is should be live this week. I've been promised by Lewis that he will definitely be here, so it should be live this week. So please come and join us for that. 8 o'clock, short qualifying, 50% race with less retirements in the pits. So yeah, come and join us for that one, guys. Good night, God bless. See you again soon.